What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster-in-Chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you from the beginning of the fresh October season. Starting off in Platinum, as I always do, and trying to figure out what it is that we can do to attack this meta, because honestly, I feel like it's one of the worst it's been in a long time, and it's all due to that red ley line. The card is so stupid. I'm like just getting more and more frustrated. I'm fairly certain that the vast majority of the people that are watching this are with me. It's just the dumbest thing that could ever have been printed in this game. The meta has been forced to split into you're either playing it or you're trying to beat it. And that means there's no room for anything else. Your aggressive decks need to be more aggressive than the red-based leyline deck, and your control-y mid-range decks need to have cards in it that beat that deck. Especially in best of one, that's where we're at. So I'm going to have to take my refuge in best of three and hope for the best, honestly, because there's until they ban the stupid card, and I'm fairly certain they will. That's where we're at, and that's generally one of the reasons for bannings. You know, it's when it like limits creativity and deck diversity. Too much of the meta is a certain thing. We'll have to probably wait until after Worlds. I have a feeling they're trying to make Mono Red like be in the top 8 of Worlds, and we'll find out very soon. Worlds is this month, so we'll see what the deck lists are when the pros put them up, and we'll play some of them. It's going to be super cool. We'll get to watch Worlds, and then we'll get to see, is there going to be a leyline deck that makes it to the top 8, if not wins the thing, because there's been a user called L1XO on standard challenges on MTG Online that's now won 2 in a row. 9-0, 8-0 kind of wins, 8-1. So like it's clearly broken, and that's just some guy on MTG Online. Wait until the pros get their hands on the thing. But anyway, that's my rant over. So now, without further ado, let's jump into my next best of 3 brew. I hope you enjoyed the Boros Overlords. Tonight we're going to be playing Boros Auras. Something completely different, like aggro. Trying to be more aggro than the best aggro deck in the format with some shenanigans. So Boros Auras is a list that's topping the charts in terms of best of 1. It's like right there alongside the silly Rakdos deck with the ley lines for obvious reasons. It's bursted. If you get the right hand, which is very much the same as the Rakdos deck, the Callous Sellsword deck, then you're just gonna win. Like, it's broken. And I've changed it a little bit from the cookie cutter version from Untapped. They have a couple of copies of that plot one that gives menace. I've just gone for the full playset of the Etali's favor. It's that good, I think. It's gonna often just find you another combat trick, another spell, and it's just what you need to push you over the top. The double striking mouse, all of these mice, they just, have the Valiant mechanic. We have additional way of triggering it off of the Optimistic Scavenger, and, make the Heartfire Hero big. Yes, we can't fling it in this deck. Fine. You're just getting in. We get to play some of the best new cards in the format, namely the Sheltered by Ghosts for the life gain and that beautiful, beautiful ward too. And, yeah. That's my list. I don't really feel the need to go into too much further detail. We all know what's happening here. We've run into this on the ladder a bunch of times already. It's the mouse deck with auras. And we get to draw a few cards with the Feather of Flight. It's got Flash, also gives Flying, so that's another way of getting through for damage, alongside the Trample from Monstrous Rage and the Trample from Etali's favor. We're often just plowing through anything the opponent can throw at us, and whatever we don't plow through, we can remove. And yeah, the cool thing about this is that, there's obviously some bad matchups. Mono black discard, any kind of deck that's playing temporary lockdown, so on and so forth. And so in playing best of 3, we get access to a lovely little sideboard where, of course, we're bringing in the full play set of the Gobakhan. Not only is that going to help us against all of those sunfalls and lockdowns and whatnot, but it's also going to be enchantment when it flips into the Light Shield array, which then triggers all of our eerie stuff. And, you know, growing our threats is good, protecting our threats is good. I've also brought in some removal, you know, especially for like the mirror, let's say any kind of other deck that's playing Scamp. You know, if we run into the red deck, Scamp slash, Heartfire Hero decks, we bring in the Torch the Towers, got Obliterating Bolt, and then Exorcise for removing enchantments and artifacts. And then I thought, let's test out War Squeak. I haven't played it yet. You know, sometimes the opponent just has a big creature that we can't attack through. Bring in this, makes it unblockable. Also gives haste, which is pretty nice. You know, top deck, a Heartfire Hero, give it haste, grow it. You have the Optimistic Scavenger in play. That's like already, you know, you make the Heartfire Hero pretty big just off of that line alone. But this is the question mark card in the deck. Maybe it's the one that will end up getting the cut. But a very nice, smooth mana base, 20 lands to be specific for our 1.6 average on the curve. Brought in my Boros sleeves to go a real full Boros on their asses. And now, without too much further blabbing, it is time for us to jump into some best of 3 games. Been tinkering with some other stuff that's all really cool and solid decks. Unfortunately, I just can't play them because the meta is screwed. We're probably gonna have to wait quite some time to play best of 1 again in any sort of like meaningful way. We'll just we'll do so for sure. I'll just make decks that beat the ley line and have a fairly good matchup against the mid-range piles, and then hopefully that'll be enough to get us into Mythic. But otherwise, I'm forced to seek refuge in a format where I get to you know, have some alternative options. All right, so I think I'm gonna play my Scavenger first. Yeah. Because if it's a black deck, something, whatever, because everybody's playing cut downs and smites and things, because of, I'm sounding like a stuck record now, but that means they'll definitely kill your 1-drop, like, every time. So let's play the one that we're less scared about losing straight away. And then I'm thinking, if it doesn't die, Heartfire Hero into Valgavoth's Lair. Blah, blah, blah. Valgavoth. Cool land. It is the one chamber whose location never changes, the rotten, rancorous heart of Duskmourn itself. Rancorous, that's a cool-ass word, man. Aha! Okay. So, cool. Let's see if this is just gonna be straight up freaking. Let's go for red here. You know, straight up something that will, like, probably lock down. Will be my guess. When you have just played only a land in the whole time, like, what are you doing? Just come on, man. On it. Blink, blink, blink. I don't understand people like this. Is it that? Oh, okay. No. Sorry, mate. You're so dead. It's not even funny. I thought it was Boros something else, but nope. It is not. It is just Boros Mice, and we are the ones with the bigger board. I mean, he'll probably side in some removal. I can do the same. Oh, lots of 4-ofs in the deck, right? So you can trim a bit here, trim a bit there, and just bring in some 3-ofs. And I think against this we'll probably Bring in the aforementioned War Squeak, or maybe just some Torch the Towers. Or actually, I might go very light on the boarding here. This is just a decent ass, you know. God, trample on the first striker. That's the first time I've seen one of those. I guess we're in best of 3 in Platinum, so slightly less developed mana bases, people with smaller collections. Yeah, I had a feeling. Alright, so bye-bye. Imagine we go Etali's Favor into yet again another, into our own Sheltered by Ghosts, and then, wow. Okay, algorithm is just great, isn't it? Trigger, 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 trigger! Oh! So broken. Has he got another one? Please don't. Anything but another Sheltered by Ghosts. Pretty please. Pretty please. I think he's thinking that I have the hexproof. I wish I did. I'm so scared. Filthy 52386. Please hurry up. I have work to do. Balloon. Aha! It isn't Mabel, the heir of Cragflame. Cool, so a little bit more mouse focused. I like the idea. Quite a bit. I don't know if I would attack. I think if you attack, you're dead, right? So you're gonna go up to 6, and then I can swing with 9 with trample, and you can only block with 4. So you'll take 5. You'll survive another turn. So you could attack, yeah. So we just need any kind of freaking... Of course not. Got 20 lands and you flood. It's hilarious, honestly. Like, I don't know what to say about this anymore. It drives me nuts. How can you possibly flood in a deck like this? But cool. Go ahead. I'm really hoping that that's all you're planning to do. And if I draw another land, whoo, problems. Wow, this guy is really taking his sweet-ass time, you know? Thank God. Top Deck City, baby! Shibby boop a doo doo, biddly boop a doo doo boo. Thanks. I'd love to have my hero. Thank God it wasn't another land, man. I was about to go crazy. I don't think there's any coming back from this, my friend. Terribly sorry. Alright, Hmm. Let's see if Gobakhan does the trick. We're 1 game up. I just want to test it out here. Yeah, I think it's very easy to flip, clearly. I mean, with all these creatures getting so big so fast, we should be able to just... And then Light Shield Array will do good things for us in this matchup, because now I'm assuming he's siding in removal, right? We decided to go the other way. Of course, 0 creature hand. Great. Let's mulligan. Valgavoth Lair. I love that this just, like, counts towards your... Okay. Could have been better, honestly, but could have also been a lot worse. So let's hang on to it and just hope we draw into some freaking auras. Alright. Now we're looking at probably Manifold Mouse on 2. And hope he didn't bring in any... I'm not swinging. Mabel? Huh. A little bit of sideboard tech. Red? Double strike. I've seen other lists like mine playing, instead of Valgavoth, they're playing the other thing. Brand Portal? Nah. This is like, if you flood... Oh, look, now I'm triggering freaking... my Eerie stuff with one of my lands. That's a big boy. Honestly, bro, this is the kind of stuff that's made to drive you insane. He's got a Elspeth Smite, and he's going to block with the Stinger back. But he doesn't realize that that won't do shit. I hope he doesn't realize, because, yeah. And anyway, we you know, if he's got something here. Okay, cool. Lol. Where the hell are my things? Like, God, dude, that's 2 games in a row. Interesting sideboard, I guess. What are you taking? My freaking hero. You need a hero! I need a hero! Hello! So, definitely gonna go like this first. Because then we get to potentially play whatever we get, you know, pre-combat. Thank you very much. Isn't life just great? So this is Ward 2. Perfect. Good game, mate. Sorry. It was worth a try. But I think I have the superior brew. That was freaking fun, guys. You know, yes, it was some kind of a mirror. I have no idea how we'll fare against Sunfall deck. However, I'm hoping the Gobakhans will pull through. Regardless, I'm having fun. It's best of 3, and I don't know if I can go back right now. I've mentioned it already a good few times now in, in this video alone. I just don't think I can go back to best of one until they do something about that dumb card. Nope. Living on the edge. Ooh. Cut down immediately, every time, no matter what. Boom! Just because this format's ruined. I mean, it was always played a lot, but now it's just like next level. Land. Of course not. Why would we need a land, huh? Land would have been amazing. Last game, all we could draw was lands. Huh. Alright. Interesting decision. If it's a cut down, we're okay. It's the, he's thinking Terra Sunder onto the Ethereal Armor, which is probably a good thing to think. But I've made him think that I have hexproof, when in actual fact I don't. Didn't work. Okay. Okay, now that's really lame. I wish I had another land, baby. Okay, let's play out you and just attack. See if we can race here. Ah. Cool. Okay, well, we all knew it was there, so now at least that's one less. I mean, he's probably got another 3 go for the throats. I would say that's pretty high probabilities. What? No scrying? Oh, he's, I guess, it didn't say whether he wanted that or not. This one is over. Let's get rid of... Yeah. Barely keepable. But if it's another cut down, just right away. Aha! Yeah, I would take that one. Really? Okay. Well, we don't have too many options, do we? Let's just go ham. And hope he doesn't have the removal right away. We've dodged the cut down. Here comes the go for the throat, though. Oh, it's crazy. It's insane. This poor meta, like, it's just done. We're done. Like, we just have to wait for that damn card to rotate. And, like, people will stop being so paranoid about the other card, you know? Now we flood. Wow, this game, man. It's tough to keep your sanity. It really is. Liliana. Oh, okay, cool. Land Bronco. Haha! Now if it's Liliana, we're okay. Hold your horses, everybody. Doesn't have the removal now, right? So, you know, usually what happens is they remove one in our turn and then play Liliana and remove the other. Now, okay, that's a bit annoying. I guess he's struggling a bit. That's totally groovy. Fudge. Ah, that sucks. How can we be flooding? I just don't understand it. I really don't. I struggle with this. It's enough to drive anyone insane. Cool. Deploy Sheoldred. Please just give me anything but a land. Etali's favor. That would be the best. Okay, now we just need another Sheltered by Ghosts. Bro, I don't understand, man. It doesn't make sense. This shuffler needs to be worked on. It isn't normal for this to happen, people. I don't get it. Like, 20 lands, man. I'm not supposed to draw that many in a row. I play enough of this game to know that that is really just not normal. There's something wrong at the core of the code or something. They need to be more open about this and let us know exactly what's going on, because, dude, I don't think that you even need to be wearing a tinfoil hat. That's just impossible. Okay, that's nice. Maybe this time around, the algorithms decided that we're okay to win. This is probably that cool new deck with the... Okay, no, never mind. Yeah. Field Mouse it is. It's the only safe attack. Alright, Field Mouse. Manifold Mouse. Bant. Okay, now I am very confused. Absolutely confused.
My voice beckons to all worlds. Phyrexia claws at my mind.
You gonna chump? I got backup Hex. Wow, for once we're actually like having a game that means something, right? I guess, yeah, you're gonna have to do that, or you're taking 8. It's temp lockdown or nothing. Okay. That's a big boy. I mean, he might be running temp lockdowns or sunfalls, but somehow I just doubt it. I could be wrong here. You can make 2 little freaking spiders now. Sure. Pay the green to get rid of one of my enchantments. No? Alright, in that case, I'll just send you packing, my friend. The trample here should do the trick. He's going to try and gain some life. Okay. We have no idea what the opponent's doing. Like, at all. So again, just Gobakhan. Right? Like, yeah, we want the flying. We want the rescue. So probably Ethereal Armor. Just a little bit overkill, even though it's great. Could we actually draw a Gobakhan? In like the last 2 games, we didn't find one, even though we brought 4 in. Again, same problem. Okay, we got the backup Scavenger, so I'll actually play one this time. Twitching Doll. Dinosaur. I don't know if he would have blocked there, but I just didn't really want to try my luck. Hello, T-boy. Hello. Badoosh. I guess he's gonna gain life here, or just try and kill my one of my things, like. Oh, but he's got enough mana for both. Which enchantment is he taking? Feather of Flight. Cool. So we have the backup one. Haha. I think this just does it, right? Yeah. Thank goodness. After that Golgari matchup, that felt so bad. Like, 34 minutes in. We got time for at least a couple more. And then I really do need to... I need to get cracking. First of the month is a interesting time of the month for me. I really need to do a lot of work today. But I couldn't stop myself. Fresh season. I wanna jam. We're on the draw against maybe bunnies. Bunnies would be fine. Bunnies would be great. Oh, yes. Or maybe it's domain. Oh, yes. Alright, so it looks like domain, but it could be something else. So can we win faster than a sunfall? That is the question here. Okay, it is bunnies. What? Huh. Okay, so let's try race. Phineas is Interesting little card. I guess land would be the best. So if it's just hop to it. And, okay, I don't know what's cracking. This only grows rabbits, so why do you have that? Fine. Why did I do that? Ugh. Why would I be so dumb to do something so stupid? Mind-blowing. Truly ridiculous. Manifest Dread Phineas. Blue. Wow, people play some crazy stuff in Platinum Best of 3. Honestly, that's some jank. Alright, I think we just win, no? What is happening? Hauntwood Shrieker Phineas deck. Okay. Removal, I guess. Let's try and not go the Gobakhan route. But it's a big I guess. Like, maybe War Squeak. I'm just gonna try some random stuff, like torch the tower. We only really have the roll token on our Monstrous Rage that we can happily throw under the bus. Okay, it's worth a try. We won the game. Game one. We need another thing though. Like another creature is what I mean by thing. But as long as this can sort of survive, we've got the Hexproof for next turn, and then Etali's Favor on the next one. Fingers crossed. Okay, that's cool. Wow, people play some interestingly weird stuff on this. I think we're safe enough now to play this, because there won't be anything that can remove through the ward, so we don't need to hold up the rescue. Again, Shrieker. I'm just playing with him now. Like, we probably could have just gone Etali's Favor, but let's see what we can't do here against this deck, which I still have no idea what the hell's going on. Rabbit manifesting. Manifest rabbits. Lol. That's slightly broken, I would say. Like, honestly, thank God we're not running into any of the big bads. Like, that Golgari matchup was pretty bad. But otherwise, other than that, so far, just broken ass auras on mice. Like, what is there not to love? Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, 45-minute mark. We played a bit with it, so we know what's going on. I feel like this is a sweet little brew that you can do best of 1 or best of 3, but I would highly recommend you play it in best of 3. What would you say? Have I made the right choices here in terms of auras, right? Also, at one point I had a 1 of Archon, like as a sneaky little bit of tech in the side, you know? Everything gets flying. Yes, we've got Feather of Flight, but it's only 4 of. Like, maybe bring in just 1 Archon. Everything with auras getting flying. And base power and toughness 4/4. This can be just out of nowhere. We saw it in my Selesnya version of these auras decks in early access. So maybe that's better than, like, the War Squeak. It's also a 4/4 flyer, like, for 4. It's pretty decent. So, some thoughts. Please, sound off in the comments. What do you reckon? I would love to hear that from you, because otherwise the rest feels just perfect for what the deck is trying to do. You can just end games out of nowhere. You got the trample, the flying, the card draw, the stupid Heartfire Hero thing, double strike, boom, boom, boom. And like, because everything is a 4 of, literally, the sideboarding gets cool. You can like, you saw what I was doing. I just feel like the most important ones for this deck are these two, because it draws cards. And, of course, also the Emberheart Challenger can do the red way of drawing cards. MVP, this card is broken. And, yeah. That is going to have to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, kindly consider leaving a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, most importantly, and of course commenting, like I've now asked you a few times, definitely helps with the algorithm. We are so close to that 1,500 mark, at which point a giveaway is going to be triggered. So please subscribe, share. But yeah, I'll be seeing you all in a couple of days. I'm taking tomorrow off to do some real life work stuff, going back to the old schedule of a video every 2 days. So bear with me, and I hope you have enjoyed this like extra effort I've put into uploading daily since the new set has released. And yeah, until the next one, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab signing out. Peace, y'all.